Welcome back to Perdido Key Gaming, going back to some Modern Horizons 3 play boosters. So, yeah, quite a bit of change for a box of these, but I believe it's kind of worth it. Landscape, Gargoyle, Glyph Elemental, Resistance, Golden Tail Trainer, Arcbound Condor, Sylvan Safekeeper, Dreamtide Whale, Cursed Wombat, and a Phyrexian Worm token. That's it in this pack. The reason I say that is, there's a lot of modern cards in here for all your modern love. Fetid Gargantua, Horror for 5. Whenever more counters put on it, you can draw 2 cards. If you do, lose 2 life. Not very happy. Hex-Cold Slip. Get some energy, which was a thing in Modern Horizons 3. Fanged Flame, sorcery. It's devoid, has no color. Deals 4 damage to a target creature planeswalker. If it would die, exile it for 2. Eldrazi's were the thing for Modern Horizons 3, devoid, has no color. When it enters the battlefield, becomes your choice of either a 3/3 creature with flying, 2/5 creature with vigilance, or a 0/12 creature with defender. So up to you for 4. Dryad, Death Touch, Mana Dork, Landscape. So either add colorless or sack it and look for a forest, island, or a mountain. Part of the cycle. All the color combinations, I think, with the landscapes are represented. Artifact creature Gargoyle. It's sitting on the ground, so it has flying as long as it's modified. So add counters to it, put equipment on it, aura, and it becomes flying. And if it didn't have any -1/-1 counters on it, return to the battlefield under its owner's control with a -1/-1 counter on it. So you get you 2 for 1. Bestow and Landfall, Glyph Elemental. Put a +1/+1 counter on it when when a land enters the battlefield. Enchanted creatures get +1/+1 for each +1/+1 counter on Glyph Elemental. So think about that for a second. Whew. Collective Resistance. It's got one of those kind of step things. So escalate, pay this cost for each mode chosen beyond the first. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, hexproof. So up to 4, you can get all 3, right? The trainer is a Fox Samurai. Or on equipment spells you cast costs X less to cost, where X is his power. So you pump him up, and Bob's your uncle. Arcbound Condor, bird, flying, modular 3. And you get to distribute the counters on it when it croaks. Cursed Wombat, for 2, you get this thing. Nightmare Wombat, permanent you control. Whenever a +1/+1 counter is put on this permanent, put another +1/+1 counter on it. So you know, what was the other one? Glyph Elemental, not the same colors, but I mean, if you're running that 3-colored deck or something like that. Dreamtide Whale's got Vanishing 2 when it enters battlefield with 2 time counters on it. At the beginning of your remove a time counter. When the last is removed, sack it. And whenever a player casts their second spell, proliferate it. So I guess you could add more time counters on it to make it stay around when you're cast 2 spells. So, this would go with something, a bunch of little 1 mana cost cards. And the Safekeeper is a human wizard, sack a land, target creature you control gets Shroud. It can't be the target of any spells or abilities. So kind of a cheap hexproof, as it were. All right, so let's see, what else can we say about Modern Horizons, except for the fact that it's expensive, but it might be worth it. So what I'm saying is when I increase my collection of this stuff, I notice Grist as a mythic. When I crack these packs and put them in my collection, it's there's an art card, very few and far between play boosters, Felier Exuberant Shepherd. When I do add these cards, I'll notice that a lot of them are not penny cards or anything like that. Sure, they're not dollar cards, but they certainly are not penny cards. And they go in the collection because they are 15 cents or more. That's the way I do it. I don't care what everybody else does, but that's my thing. Orm's Chant, Warren Soul Trader, Reef Worm, Snake. And you know, a great number of the uncommons and some of the commons are dollar cards. So there's certainly value to be found. Maybe not $275 worth of value, but it certainly can happen if that's what you want to do. I mean, they are usable cards. Put them in a sleeve, play it. Don't slab them up unless you really don't, think the cards you're specking on it or whatever. There's not a glyph elemental. But Nadu, Psychic Frog, Cranial Ram, and a Forest, and Kozilek. With a gold-plated signature on there. So yeah, I mean, the cards themselves have value in a financial sense, as well as being useful for your Eldrazi deck. No. Golden Tail Trainer in foil, copy, reserves. All right, well, that's all I have for today. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit like, hit subscribe, and we'll see you the next time.